Hi, this is State Representative Josh Bashine, and welcome back to another episode of Have You Heard About the 63rd? As we continue our small business tours, we are down here in New Bethlehem at Elevate Bungee Fitness, where you can get one of the most unique workouts in town.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotta catch another fight, yeah. The apple bottom make 'em wanna bite, yeah. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night.
So thank you very much for welcoming me in here. Look at this awesome studio. So tell me more about it. Tell me about yourself, about the business, what you guys do here.
Okay, so I'm Tracy, Bungee Fitness, Elevate Bungee Fitness in New Bethlehem. We opened a year ago, April 13th. Been an interesting year. We started out strong. It has not been all that great the last couple months, so we're hoping that turns around here real soon. These classes are low impact. They're cardio, they're resistance training. You can drop all kinds of weight. We've got clients that have lost 65 pounds. We've got clients that have lost 25 pounds, all in between. They're all feeling much stronger, way more power and energy when they go for simple walks with their families. Anyone 13 or older can come with an adult during a family bungee fitness class. And I have clients up in their 70s that are doing burpees and upside down push-ups, the whole bit. So this is definitely not something that anyone can have an excuse not to come. I have a girl with a steel rod in her spine from the accident from when she was a child. I have my one lady, 73 years old. She's got all kinds of hardware in both feet. She's brought x-rays in, showed other clients, knee replacements, hip replacements. When they do this workout, they do not feel pain. They're dropping the weight, they're getting stronger. It's pretty amazing.
Nice, nice. And what does a typical session kind of look like?
So you're brought in, you fill out your paperwork, you're hooked into your station. From there we start our warm-up, and then we go into some of our fly moves. There are moves that some people are afraid to do. If you don't want to do them, you just hang out, do what, you can do squats. If it's too much cardio, because it is a lot of cardio, if it's too much cardio, you can stop in your station. It does not affect your neighbors. So that's always nice. And then we cool down. Once we cool down, I do have TRX systems around the studio. You're welcome to use those. They're wonderful. You can get a full body workout with those. I do only have 6 of them due to space. Other than that, I stress water, water, water the entire class. We get a good sweat going. The music's nice and loud. We have a lot of fun. People get to dancing, they get to laughing and joking and carrying on.
Nice, nice. And I think the question on everyone's mind and everyone back home, who is this little one?
Well, this is our next bungee fitness instructor. This is Blake. She's my number 8 granddaughter. She stays with me during the day, and the interview today was during the day, so she's with me. I do 6 a.m. classes and 6:30 classes in the evening, and then Saturday mornings, but she's with me during the day. So she doesn't say much yet. Do you want to ask her any questions?
Are you having fun? Excellent. Well, so I think that gives an insight, how a business owner is too. It's not, you don't live here, you don't,
right.
You're not only part of this, but there's family to take care of too.
Right.
So, and on that note, is there anything that either myself or other legislators know, like what kind of issues or things that you're seeing in the business world, or how can we either help you or maybe even get out of the way?
Okay. So one thing that was really disappointing when I went to open, I applied for Silver Sneakers. And Silver Sneakers, if you don't know, is a program for seniors to help them with their physical fitness. And I feel that when you're docile, you're another day closer to the grave. I feel that anyone that is senior should be doing some sort of physical fitness plan. This bungee fitness is just absolutely amazing. Again, I already said that, but I can't stress that enough. Unfortunately, they denied me because they said I didn't have enough variety. And a lot of the people, they can't afford to continue coming. They come, they love it, but they just can't afford to continue. Right now, I'm running a special. You do your first class full price. Second class is half price if you do it within 14 days. Then I do $20 a class for anyone under 65, anyone 65 or older, or a veteran, and thank you for your service. Anyone 65 or older, I do offer them $17 for that first class. Once you're in, if you decide you like it, you can buy an $80 card for the people that paid the 20, or you can do a $75 card that gives you 6 classes. So your classes are either $13.33 a piece, or $10.50 if you're the 65 or older group or the veteran. Those you have 30 days to use or they expire. A lot of my regulars, that's what they do.
Got it.
So.
What kind of message, not just me here today, but everyone back home and in our community and in our entire district, what kind of message would you give them, not only about what you do here and the health and fitness, which thank you for doing that. I think that's very important, especially in our Commonwealth. But what kind of message would you want to give to everyone at home listening?
Well, about Bungie in general?
About that,
Just
or
life,
just or life, or being a business owner.
Ultimately, being a small business owner is not what people think it is. You're paying your own health insurance. You're doing all the work. You're doing the scheduling. You're doing all of the paperwork with your clients. You're definitely tied in. You get calls any time of the day and night. A lot of people like to leave messages in the middle of the night on my phone, which is totally fine. I get back to them as quick as I possibly can. It's not just as simple as every Friday you get a paycheck, because you don't necessarily get a paycheck. There's all kinds of overhead. There's insurance on the business. There is your rent, a lot of places, utilities. Luckily mine are included here. You get my booking app, there's tons and tons of things that people don't realize go into the business. I have to keep the bungees healthy. I have to keep the bungees nice and strong so that they support people.
So thank you very much for showing me all of this today, for giving me some insight on your business, and thank you for taking the risk for being a business owner and giving some people an insight of that it takes more than what people might think. Right. So thank you very much again, and let's get to bungeeing.
Absolutely, let's fly.
Okay, yeah, I do not miss. Hey, started. 3, 2, 1. Okay, okay, yeah, I do not miss. Hey, started from Cali. 3, 2, 1.
Am I the opposite way?
Yep, you are.
Yeah, I do not miss. Hey, started from
Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's episode of Have You Heard About the 63rd? Remember, support your small businesses, and for a great workout, come down here to Elevate Bungee Fitness. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I do not miss. Hey, started from Cali. Yeah.